So today I'm going to be talking about the similarities between network marketing companies and prosperity churches. Yes, I know this is some kind of very unusual comparison, but the network marketing companies and prosperity churches have a lot of similarities between them, and and I'm going to be talking about that today. So some of you who haven't been involved in network marketing, you may wonder what this is all about. Network marketing's Network marketing companies are called multi-level marketing companies in the US, but here in the UK we call them network marketing companies. These are companies that use you and me to sell their products. So it's like direct selling, and not only does it use a direct selling method, but they also want those who are selling the products to recruit people to sell the products. So I'm talking about companies like Amway is the most popular. Amway is the most popular. We're talking about Herbalife. We're talking about TN's. That's a Chinese company that does supplements and all that. ACN does services, telecom services, and and Avon. We've got Mary Kay, Forever Living Products, World Ventures, Utility Warehouse. The list goes on and on. But the most popular is Amway. Amway, Avon, again as another popular one. Mary Kay is another popular one. We've got Forever Living Products is another one. Herbalife, and all these companies. The list goes on and on. The industry is massive. It's massive, and these companies, the way they operate is that they heavily rely on people recruiting others. So when you join the company, you are going to be selling the products, getting commissions, but it doesn't end there. If you are going to be successful, you are going to have to get others to join. So you've got to get your family members to join you, get friends and relatives to join you. And the more you have people under you, the more bonuses you have, and the more other commissions you also get paid from from their work, the work they do, and they also get paid from those who they recruit. So that's the thing with network marketing companies, and also they have very big events. I myself have been involved in network marketing, and I used to attend these events. You come back with so much fuel and wanting to really achieve that dream that they sell to you. And so many people go there, and they're all after the dream. If it's in the US, they are after the American dream. If it's they yeah, that's the thing. So it's so similar with prosperity churches. So now the prosperity churches, you can identify them by mostly their leaders. There's no logos that you can see about this. You just know their leaders, and So most of these are Americans. There are only a few African. That's an African there, Chris. And then there is Joseph Prince again. He's I think from Singapore. Most of them here are from the US. And these guys uh, uh, they run prosperity churches. Now, I want you to get me right before I go any further. I want you to get me right. I'm not here to come against the Christian faith at all. That's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to talk about people who are using the Christian faith as businesses, using the Christian faith as a way to make money. This is what I'm talking about, and that they use the same method as network marketing companies. So here is some of the ministries that prosperity churches, the world changers. That's Creflo Dollar's ministry. Then we have Kenneth Copeland Ministries, and he is one of the most craziest. I'm sure you've seen him on YouTube doing some crazy stuff. We have the Potter's House, TD Jakes. We have Word of Life Church, Leroy Thompson. This one, I can say Leroy Thompson is one of the most radical. I first knew Leroy Thompson in the 90s when he wrote his book called Money Cometh. Some crazy stuff. I mean, I read that book and at some point I believed it. But then after some time, you get to wake up, and then I realized it was all a fallacy. That's Faith Tabernacle. Now these are in Africa now. Faith Tabernacle, Winners Chapel. It's from some of these guys here. That Oyedepo there is the one from the Winners Chapel. That one. Then we have the Dunamis Church, and that's one of the biggest last built church in Nigeria, which holds, I think, something like 100,000. Crazy. Believers Love World from Chris Oyakilome there, and then RCCG from Redeems Christian Church of God. It's this one operates like a franchise. And Deeper Life Church. These are very big churches, very big churches. In a single service, they carry thousands and thousands. And these guys are filthy rich from church. They are filthy rich, and even young guys have joined this industry, and it's a very lucrative industry, especially in Africa. People get they get lured, so they enjoy the treatment. They are treated like, they're prophets, apostles, and the titles they give themselves, and people flock to see these guys. Their churches every Sunday are always filled. Right, so we are going to look at the similarities of the network marketing companies and the prosperity churches. Both network marketing companies and prosperity churches, both of them have one leader. That's the similarity number one. They are usually led by one leader who everybody is looking up to. Everybody admires them. So it's so-called one successful leader with an admired personality, and people admire what they have achieved, and in terms of material possessions, and in particular, this particular leader actually owns the whole organization. So that applies to all prosperity churches and network marketing companies. This one leader is the highest authority in the organization and is not accountable to anyone. That's pretty much the common thing between the two of them. So I'm going to now talk about network marketing companies and prosperity churches. That's the sequence I'm going to be using. So network marketing companies, the founder or leader is usually hires a hierarchy of professionals such as CEOs and directors to run the company for them, and they themselves play a part of being an example of success and motivation to followers. So the network marketing company leaders, they usually hire professionals. So they have professionals running the company for them, the things that they cannot do themselves. But they themselves show up to these meetings, and they encouraging people as a source of motivation, and also they to motivate people. And these guys are the ones that get the whole cream of the company. They are filthy rich. They are the ones that are on the top of the pyramid scheme. And so they sell a rags to riches story in order to identify with the struggling poor and unsatisfied working class. So what they do to you is that they come and they tell you about how they were used to be poor, and how that they are going to share with you the secret of getting rich, and that they are offering you an opportunity for you to get rich. So that's what they do. And many people believe this. I've been to meetings. I've been involved in both network marketing and prosperity churches, and it's a similar game. And in network marketing companies, they are viewed. These leaders are viewed as someone who has created an opportunity for the poor to be self-made entrepreneurs. And for this reason, people find it so difficult to believe that they have joined a pyramid scheme. So if you tell them that you have joined a pyramid scheme, I tell you, they will say, no, you now want to hinder my success. I found this opportunity. This person is good. They have created this company so that we, the ordinary people, can make it, So that's the thing, because I used to believe that also when I was in ACN. So similarly, prosperity churches, the leader is the founder of the organization, but in this case, they have total control of the church and are not accountable to anyone. So this is where it differs now with a bit. It's like the similarity is there, but in this case now with the prosperity church, they are in total control. They want to know everything that's happening. They have people who report to them to tell them how the ministry is running, everything, if there are any difficulties, any problems, this leader wants to know everything. They have people who report to them. And they also hire professionals to run the organization, but these professionals are accountable to the founder of the ministry and usually referred to as apostle. The apostle, prophet, or bishop, and but the most popular being apostle and prophet. That's the most popular that is now used, particularly in Africa. Everybody now is calling themselves apostle or prophet. So the men of God, they referred to as the men of God, and the man of God, apostle or prophet, believes and teaches that financial blessing and physical well-being are God's will for all believers, and that faith, positive confession, and donations such as tithes and seed offerings to religious causes will increase their material wealth. So this is what the message. This defines the prosperity theology. So the prosperity theology is what they preach. It's all about material, you wanting to get material wealth from God. So we move on with prosperity churches. The so-called apostle or prophet also sells a rags to riches story. So they would also tell you that I used to be poor and now I'm blessed, and I want to share with you the secret so that you can be blessed. You have to, submit under me, and, So it goes on to say they sell a rags to riches story. And in order to identify with the struggling poor. So they want to identify with you to say, I used to be there. I used to be where you are, and they're unsatisfied working class. So we have professionals that are working that they're not satisfied. They want to be rich. They also purport to be self-made entrepreneurs who wish to share their secrets of success with their followers. So their followers are following them and they are saying, no, he's teaching us how to be successful. He's already successful, so he's teaching us to be successful. And they follow them every time. They don't miss their services. So they claim that they have been called by God. This is now the spiritual bit now. They claim that they have been called by God and that they carry an anointing of healing, deliverance, supernatural wealth, and anybody who joins their ministry and submits under them will experience these benefits. So, the man is called by God, and, if you submit under them, you will rub on the anointing and all that stuff. The man of God, quote unquote, the apostle or prophet, is viewed by followers as somebody who has selflessly given themselves to answering God's call of helping them to come out of sickness and poverty. This is exactly what they are preaching in Africa, that I've been called by God to take you out of poverty. And hence the followers find it so difficult to believe that they have joined a cult. If you tell them, there's something questionable about the ministry that you are attending, something is not right, they don't want to hear that. They're saying, no, the man of God, he is teaching us. He wants us to get out of poverty. And so that's the thing. Similar with network marketing companies, everybody is looking to one day make it big. So the other similarity of network marketing companies is the events, right? So both organizations, both the network marketing companies and the prosperity churches, both of them have unending meetings. When you join, you will be so preoccupied with activities. So this is common to both network marketing companies and prosperity churches. So in network marketing companies now, you are preoccupied with conferences and ending Zoom calls. And ending, especially at this time of the pandemic like this, Zoom calls, they are always having Zoom calls, with the leader wants us to have a Zoom call, and encouraging them to sell products, encouraging them to recruit, trainings, and house parties. Now, Mary Kay is what's this other Herbalife, and where they have products, with gather, particularly women gathering and having house parties, and then they recruit there. So they have house parties, and where they invite their prospects so that they can recruit them. So that's the thing. They're preoccupied with all those activities. And with the prosperity churches, it's similar. In prosperity churches, you are also preoccupied with midweek prayer meetings, men's and ladies groups, youth groups, weekly leaders meetings, musical concerts. All this is designed to attract new members. Occasional conferences. Now, conferences, this is another big thing, the issue of conferences. And when I used to be in a prosperity church, we used to look forward to conferences. I tell you, it was a big thing. And other fundraising events. So events in the church, activities in the church, unending activities, this both network marketing companies and prosperity churches, when somebody gets involved in those two, I tell you, in one of those, it becomes a problem. To some, they become so preoccupied that even they don't even have time for their families. The other similarity with prosperity churches is the success dream and brainwashing. So this is the other thing I want to talk about, the success dream and brainwashing. Right, network marketing companies demand commitment from new members in the name of trainings. So they say, you've got to attend trainings. You've got to attend training. When I joined ACN, there was training. My leader was constantly on the phone. You've got to be in this training. You've got to be in this training. And trainings are geared to detach you from family members who may try to warn you or protect you. So once they know that your family is against this, or they have refused to join, they try to detach you from your family by telling you that you are the one who want to change your life. So if you are going to listen to people, they are going to derail your path to success. And they also discourage you from interacting with ex-members of the industry. So people who have done network marketing and left, people who have been within the organization that you are involved with, who have left, they don't want you to meet those people. They don't want you to meet people who are ex-members of the industry, because they want to keep you from hearing the truth about the industry practices. And they also they give you a feeling that your fortunes are just around the corner, and that that this would become a reality if you only achieve a certain position. So the thing is that it's all about dangling the carrot before you to say, look, do this and you will achieve this position. You will get to this position. And so they give you the feeling that your fortunes are around the corner. If you do this, if only you recruit two more people, and it's you would think, that my fortunes are around the corner. And so that's what network marketing companies do, and the brainwashing is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. So it's all about, don't listen to these people, because it's in motivational speaking. It's another issue again, which we'll talk about. Prosperity churches, right? Prosperity churches also demand your commitment in the name of doing God's work. So they say, you are doing God's work in the house of God, and supporting the ministry financially. And so it's similar to what prosperity, to what network marketing companies do. Prosperity churches also, when they discover that your family is not for the idea of that church, or do not agree with you attending that church, they also try to detach you from your family who may want to warn you or protect you. And so they deem you as one who is enlightened. They say, you are enlightened, you have found, you are going to change your life, you are on the course to changing your life, in that you are on your way to your financial blessing and prosperity. So while your family is deemed as ones who are trying to hinder you. So they will say, no, because they don't understand, the success that you are, the path of success that you are on, so you don't listen to them, So they try to detach you from your family. And they also discourage you from interacting with ex-church members. So very, very similar to network marketing. They don't want you to meet and talk to those people who have been in there. So the thing is, the preacher, the so-called apostle or prophet, will be talking against ex-members in front of the pulpit, and they'll be saying, don't talk to them, they are unbelievers, they are rebellious, and all that. And so they try to discourage you from interacting with ex-church members, to keep you from hearing the truth about prosperity churches. So people like me, we have been in prosperity churches, they don't want their members to meet me. So we go on to motivational speakers. So both organizations use motivational speakers to keep you in their false hope. So they all use network marketing companies and prosperity churches. They both use motivational speakers. Now, in network marketing companies, they pay motivational speakers to come as guest speakers at conferences for the purpose of motivating you. To motivate you, to lift you up if you are discouraged, because of course a lot of people join network marketing companies and you are trying and it's not happening, and you get discouraged. And then when you say, okay, I'll go for this conference, my leader says this conference is very important, I should attend it. So these motivational speakers now are there to lift you up, to lift your spirit up, to revive you so that the dream can be revived again, And so that's the thing. That's the purpose. These companies pay big money to those motivational speakers. And the motivational speakers also sell their rags to riches story. This issue of saying, I was once poor, but now I'm rich because I've done 1, 2, 3, I've done A, B, C, D. And you should also do A, B, C, D so that you can make it. The motivational speakers also sell that story. Now, remember, the motivational speaker, they don't do network marketing because they know they won't make money. They know very well that there's no money to be made there. This is it's a fallacy. So what they do, the motivational speakers, is they make money by being paid by these companies to come and speak there and give you false hope. They know what they are talking about it's all a fallacy. So the motivational speakers sell you a rags to riches story in order to identify with the struggling poor and unsatisfied working class. They also sell their books and promise you to teach you skills on how to make your business succeed. Examples of popular motivational speakers. This guy called Eric Worre, Darren Hardy, and guys like Les Brown. Leslie Calvin, the popularly known as Les Brown. These are very expensive. These three guys are very expensive motivational speakers. Eric Worre he's the one who runs Network Marketing Pro. Eric Worre says he once did network marketing. He realized there is no money in network marketing, and he decided to feed on network marketing companies. So he's feeding now on the victims of network marketing. Darren Hardy is very expensive to come, and you have to pay him a lot of money for him to come, because these guys are really big voices in the network marketing scene. And when they come to those events and they speak, those guys are paid big money, and they are not cheap to get to make you to come and make them to come and speak on stage. The prosperity churches also do exactly the same. Prosperity churches also pay motivational preachers. So now prosperity churches also have motivational preachers. These come as they come as guest speakers in these conferences for prosperity churches. Now, prosperity churches, they also call the motivational preachers or so-called prophets motivational prophets to come and speak to their conferences. They come to encourage and hype those who may be discouraged. So some people, definitely there are people who are discouraged. So in those conferences, those so-called motivational prophets and apostles will come and try to revive you so that you stay in the church, and so the particular prosperity church would pay these people to come and speak. TD Jakes comes here in the United Kingdom usually at the KICC IGOC, is it? International Gathering of Champions, and that guy is paid a lot of money to come and speak. He's not cheap to bring. Some of the monies that you hear, all those, is it Juanita Bynum, prophetess, when they come here, they are paid big money. That's how they make money. So those who may be discouraged, who may not be seeing what the prosperity gospel has promised them, they are lifted in those conferences. And the motivational preachers also sell their rags to riches testimonials in order to identify with the struggling poor and the unsatisfied working class. So you can see the similarities, that they also sell a rags to riches story. They also say, I used to be poor just like you, and now I've made it. And if you are going to make it, you are going to have to, take this word that I'm saying, do this, sow a seed, give a sacrificial offering, do this and that. That's how these churches also raise money. They also sell their books and materials. So these prophets not only come with the motivationals, they also come with their materials. On the bookstore, you see their materials, their books, promising you to teach you spiritual solutions for your supernatural successful life. For a supernatural successful life. Their main goal is to keep you in and make you stay hopeful. So that's exactly what even the motivational speakers at the network marketing companies, they also come with their materials. They also sell you books. And they say, if you only buy this book, your business will be successful. Your organization will blow massively and you will make it to the top. But they are not doing network marketing because they know there's no money there. They are selling you books. So one of the other main thing also, the similarity between network marketing companies and prosperity churches is the high financial demands. Now, this is a very big issue. Both organizations sell a lifestyle of health and wealth. And network marketing companies have a written compensation plan. So they have a written compensation plan. That's what network marketing companies do. They show you, here, if you achieve this and this and this, and if you recruit 2 people there, if you recruit that, you will have, you will reach this position. But also, you've got to maintain your position by buying this product. Every month, you should be having a volume, So, the compensation plan demands you to fulfill certain targets within the organization for a higher position and higher earnings. So, such as they may want you to buy a certain number of products each month in order to maintain your sales volume. So, there is what is called sales volume. If you join any network marketing company, they will tell you about sales volume, monthly sales volume. So you've got to be buying yourself the products that you use for yourself and the ones that you sell. So in order to maintain that, you end up buying these products and have a lot of inventory, in your house. So they may want you to buy a number of products each month to maintain your sales volume. And also you have to recruit a certain number of people who will also fulfill their targets. So they will also do exactly as you are doing. This maintains and or promotes your position. The company leaders encourage all members to attend local and international conferences. You pay for everything, such as flight tickets. You foot your own bill, accommodation, and conference registration. All that you'll be paying from your own pocket. I have done the same. I used to drive to London. I used to drive to London to go for those meetings, and 285 miles. All those expenses coming from my pocket. So no wonder why I lost a lot of money, because I've been, never made much. So this is exactly the same with prosperity churches. The prosperity churches also demand 10% of your income every month as tithe. Those of you who go to churches, you know what I'm talking about. This is believed as what enables God to bless you financially, and failure to pay this is deemed as robbing God. You are also expected to give more, especially when you are in need. This is called sowing a seed. So if you are in need, if you really want something to happen in your life, you have a crisis or something, they say, you have to sow a seed towards it, which they claim that God will multiply in the realm of the spirit, and then release it back to you in the form of supernatural wealth or miracle money. Miracle money. It's popular in Africa, miracle money. And if you are part of an organization such as Believers Love World, you are expected to give first fruits offering, which is your whole salary of the first month of the beginning of the year, and that month you are expected to live by faith. So you bring your whole salary in January, and that is called first fruits offering, according to, and that is if you attend what they call Christ Embassy. They do that. And not only Christ Embassy, but some other ministries also do the same. Prosperity churches also hold mega conferences, which every member is encouraged to attend. As members attending, you pay for conference registration. You also pay hotel accommodation if you live far. New clothes for dress code. There are also dress code. Now, within these prosperity churches, you are encouraged to participate in church. And so, for example, if you are for example, in the choir, there are uniforms that you have to buy some, there's a dress code. So, okay, we are having this uniform, we're all wearing such a color or this and that. And you'll be buying clothes, you'll be buying many clothes as uniforms. Because they will say, this Sunday we are wearing so much with this color. This Sunday we are wearing that. Next week we are wearing that. Next week we are wearing that. So that you come all in uniform, and decorate the prosperity church. So it's like a special, and you also bring a special seed offering at that conference for that particular conference. And so all these, not even counting the conferences, even midweek meetings, there are collections that are done there, and so all that is money coming out from you. One of the things is that because prosperity churches and network marketing companies, they all promise you a dream. They all sell you a dream that you are going to be successful, you are going to be prosperous if only you do this. And then when it doesn't happen, the similarity of these, both of these, is that you are blamed for your failure. They blame you for your failure. So both organizations blame you for failure. After spending your fortunes on the so-called business trying to achieve targeted positions and attempting to recruit people without success, you finally come to the realization that the so-called business opportunity, was not designed for the ordinary person to succeed, but in fact was designed to siphon money from them. So in network marketing companies blame you. They blame you if you are not successful in the business, stating that you did not put enough effort to make it happen. So they will say you didn't put enough, you didn't work as hard enough. At this point, they will pull out their disclaimer and say, which states that the success is not guaranteed. They say, we told you in the first place that success is not guaranteed. You need to put so much effort. You didn't put so much effort. So that's what they say to you. So when you come to that waking up, the realization that in a minute this business is not designed, and you try to criticize them now, they will tell you you didn't put enough effort. The same thing with prosperity churches. In prosperity churches, after spending your fortunes, giving 10% of your income every month, sowing the so-called seed offerings to get what they call breakthrough, your situation, and for your breakthrough for your situation, and being preoccupied with unending church events, you then come to the realization that this was nothing but all a fallacy. And the prosperity church then blames you for not having enough faith. So if you say, it didn't work, all that you have taught me, it didn't work, why is it things are not happening in my life, the success that you promised, that is going to be supernatural success, there's going to be miracle money and all that, they will say you didn't have enough faith. So the conclusion is that both organizations are nothing but a means of wealth transfer from the hardworking poor to the owner of the organization, resulting in many ordinary people going bankrupt and seriously in debt. Now, this is a very, very serious issue about network marketing companies and prosperity churches. They have made many people to go bankrupt. People have taken bank loans to give money to church. People have taken bank loans to pour money into network marketing, thinking that it's going to happen. Others were even paid for people to join. They say, I will pay for you to join. I will pay that money for you to join. And people have paid money and people lost a lot of money. And they are seriously in debt because of that. Both organizations are involved in a lot of financial shenanigans. Now, this is a subject of another day, because in spite of all network marketing companies, now here in the United Kingdom, what happens is that and also in the US, the network marketing companies are kind of like, there is they are under an organization that is called the Direct Selling Association. The Direct Selling Association is kind of like it's the organization that promotes and polices and provides government relations to these companies. They lobby for network marketing companies. And so they are the kind of like in the endorsement, and like they say, we are the ones who are monitoring these companies to make sure they are practicing ethical practices. But the issue surrounding recruiting in direct selling, the direct selling part is not a problem. The problem comes, the ethical issues come on recruiting. There is a lot of a misleading information when it comes to recruiting. People are misled, and a lot of people, it ruins a lot of people's financial lives. The same thing with prosperity churches. Prosperity churches, like other churches, are also registered as charities in the United Kingdom, and many of them have been investigated by the Charity Commission and convicted of misappropriation of funds and money laundering. So this is not a joke. This is public information. If you go on the .gov website, you will see all these organizations. All these organizations have been investigated by the Charity Commission. The Love World Ministries have been investigated for misappropriation of funds and money laundering. The Matthew KICC, also David Oyedepo's ministry, has also been investigated. There are many of them. It's so shocking. It's so shocking, and some of them, even smaller ministries, particularly ministries that came from Africa. They are the ones who most of them have been investigated by the Charity Commission with issues of misappropriation of funds and money laundering. Thank you very much for listening.